Dr. Foster went to Gloucester in a shower of rain. He stepped in a puddle right up to his middle and never went there again. Achoo! Achoo!
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Jack got and home did trot as fast as he could caper. Went to bed to mend his head with vinegar and brown paper. Jill came in, how she did grin to see Jack's paper plaster. Mother vexed did smack her next for causing Jack's disaster.
6 little mice sat down to spin. Pussy passed by, and she peeped in. "What are you doing, my little men?" "Weaving coats for gentlemen." "Shall I come in and cut off your threads?" "No, no, Mistress Pussy, you'd bite off our heads." "Oh, no, I'll not, I'll help you spin." "That may be so, but you don't come in."
Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran off the clock. The clock struck 1. The mouse ran down, hickory dickory dock. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran off the clock. The clock struck 1. The mouse ran down, hickory dickory dock.
Half a pound of tuppenny rice, half a pound of treacle. Mix it up and make it nice. Pop goes the weasel, up and down the city road, in and out the eagle. That's the way the money goes. Up goes the weasel. Half a pound of tuppenny rice, half a pound of treacle. Mix it up and make it nice. Up goes the weasel, up and down the city road, in and out the eagle. That's the way the money goes. Pop goes the weasel.
Once upon a time, there was a little old man and a little old woman. One day, the little old woman decided to make a gingerbread man. She said to her husband, I shall make his eyes from 2 currants, his mouth and nose from bits of lemon peel, and his waistcoat from sugar. So the little old woman made the gingerbread man and popped it into the oven to bake. Before long, it was time for the gingerbread man to be ready. The little old woman was just bending down to the oven when she heard a tiny voice. "Let me out! Let me out!" It was coming from inside the oven. The little old woman opened the oven door, and all at once the gingerbread man jumped out and onto the floor. He straightway ran out of the kitchen door. The gingerbread man ran off down the road, and the little old woman and the little old man ran after him. "Stop, little gingerbread man!" they shouted. But the gingerbread man carried on running and cried, "Run, run as fast as you can! You can't catch me! I'm the gingerbread man!" And they could not catch him. The gingerbread man carried on running and soon met a cow. "Stop, stop, little man!" said the cow. "You look good to eat." But the gingerbread man just ran even faster, saying, "Run, run as fast as you can! You can't catch me! I'm the gingerbread man!" And the cow could not catch him. The gingerbread man carried on running and soon met a horse. "Stop, stop, little man!" said the horse. "You look good to eat." But the gingerbread man just ran even faster, saying, "Run, run as fast as you can! You can't catch me! I'm the gingerbread man!" And the horse could not catch him. A little further on, he met a sly old fox. "Stop, stop, little man!" said the fox. "I want to talk to you." But the gingerbread man kept running, and the fox ran after him. The fox again called out, "Stop, stop, little man! I want to talk to you." But the gingerbread man only ran faster still and shouted, "Run, run as fast as you can! You can't catch me! I'm the gingerbread man!" Very soon they came to a river. The gingerbread man stopped, and so did the fox. "Oh dear," cried the gingerbread man. "I want to keep on running, but I can't cross the river." "Jump onto my tail," said the sly old fox, "and I'll swim across." So the gingerbread man jumped onto the fox's tail, and he began to swim across the river. A little way from the shore, he said, "Gingerbread man, you're getting too heavy for my tail. You will soon get wet. Climb onto my back instead." So the gingerbread man climbed onto the fox's back. A little further across the river, the sly old fox said, "Gingerbread man, you're getting a little heavy for my back. You will soon get wet. Climb onto my nose instead." So the gingerbread man climbed onto the tip of the fox's nose. It was not long before the sly old fox reached the other side of the river, and as soon as he reached the shore, he tossed the gingerbread man into the air, opened his mouth, and snap went his teeth. "Oh no!" cried the gingerbread man. "I am a quarter gone." "Help!" said the gingerbread man. "I am half gone." Then he cried, "I am 3/4 gone." Then he said nothing more, and the sly old fox licked his lips and walked away.
Oh, where has my little dog gone? Oh, where can he be? With his ears cut short and his tail cut long. Oh, where is he? Oh, where has my little dog gone? Oh, where can he be? With his ears cut short and his tail cut long. Oh, where is he?
Little Robin Redbreast sat upon a tree. Up went Pussycat, and down went he. Down came Pussy, and away Robin ran. Says little Robin Redbreast, "Catch me if you can." Little Robin Redbreast jumped upon a wall. Pussycat jumped after him, and almost got a fall. Little Robin chirped and sang, and what did Pussy say? Pussycat said, "Meow," and Robin jumped away.
30 days hath September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31, excepting February alone. And that has 28 days clear, and 29 in each leap year.
Tweedledum and Tweedledee agreed to have a battle, for Tweedledum said Tweedledee had spoiled his nice new rattle. Just then flew by a monstrous crow, as big as a tar barrel, which frightened both our heroes so, they quite forgot their quarrel.
Shafter's gone to sea, silver buckles on his knee. He'll come back and marry me, bonny Bobby Shafter. Bobby Shafter's bright and fair, combing down his yellow hair. He's my love forevermore, bonny Bobby Shafter. Shafter's gone to sea, silver buckles on his knee. He'll come back and marry me, bonny Bobby Shafter. Bobby Shafter's bright and fair, combing down his yellow hair. He's my love forevermore, bonny Bobby Shafter.
Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye, 24 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was opened, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king? The king was in his counting house, counting out his money. The queen was in the parlour, eating bread and honey. The maid was in the garden, hanging out the clothes, when down came a blackbird and pecked off a nose.
two little Dicky birds sitting on a wall. One named Peter, one named Paul. Fly away, Peter, fly away, Paul. Come back, Peter, come back, Paul. Polly put the kettle on, Polly put the kettle on, Polly put the kettle on, we'll all have tea. Suki, take it off again, Suki, take it off again, Suki, take it off again, they've all gone away. Polly put the kettle on, Polly put the kettle on, Polly put the kettle on, we'll all have tea. Suki, take it off again, Suki, take it off again, Suki, take it off again, they've all gone away.
The grand old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up, and when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. The grand old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up, and when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down.
Wee Willie Winkie runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown, rapping at the window, crying through the lock, "Are the children all in bed? For now it's 8 o'clock."
Little Jack Horner sat in a corner, eating a Christmas pie. He put in his thumb and pulled out a plum and said, "What a good boy am I!"
Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady.
are little boys made of? What are little boys made of? Frogs and snails and puppy dogs' tails, and such are little boys made of.
What are little girls made of? What are little girls made of? Sugar and spice, and all that's nice. That's what little girls are made of.
Once upon a time, there was a king and his new queen who were very happy. Nearly a year after they were married, the queen gave birth to a beautiful daughter. The king was so proud of his new baby that he ordered the most magnificent christening feast ever seen. The king wanted the good fairies to be godmothers. There were 13 fairies in the kingdom, but one was very old and had not been seen for some time. So only 12 of the fairies were invited. When the feast was over, the fairies went up to the baby girl to give their magic gifts. The first fairy said, "You shall have a beautiful face." The second fairy said, "You shall be loving and kind." And so it went on, until suddenly the 13th fairy burst in. She was furious that the king had not invited her. She pointed to the baby and said, "When this child is 15 years old, she will prick her finger on a spindle and fall down dead." With that, she disappeared. The 12th fairy had not yet given her wish. She could not undo the evil spell, but she could soften it. She said, "When your child is 15 years old, she will not die, but rather she will sleep for 100 years. In time, the baby grew up to be a beautiful princess, and all the wonderful gifts of the good fairies came true. However, she knew nothing of the curse that had been placed on her, and on the morning of her 15th birthday, she got up early and went to explore the castle. She went through a door and up a winding staircase that she had never climbed before. She opened the door at the top of the staircase, and there, in the room, was an old woman spinning flax into thread. The princess decided that she would try to spin and sat at the spinning wheel. No sooner had she picked up the spindle when the words of the 13th fairy came true. She pricked her finger. Ow! The princess fell down upon the bed in a deep sleep, and all at once so did every man, woman, child, and animal in the whole kingdom. A hedge of thorns grew around the castle, and every year it grew taller and thicker, until only the flags on the highest turrets could be seen. One day, a prince from a far-off kingdom heard about Sleeping Beauty and decided to try and wake her. It just so happened that the prince came to the castle exactly 100 years to the day that it had fallen under the evil spell. The prince took out his sword and began to cut the thorn bush. But at each cut, the thorns turned to roses and opened to let him through. Once inside the silent castle, the prince soon found Sleeping Beauty. He thought she was the most beautiful girl he had ever seen, and bent over to kiss her. Sleeping Beauty opened her eyes. At the same time, every person and animal in the castle began to wake. The prince took Sleeping Beauty's hand, and together they went to see the king and queen. Sleeping Beauty and the prince were soon married, and they lived happily ever after.
blind mice. 3 blind mice. See how they run. See how they run. They all ran after the farmer's wife, who cut off the tails with a carving knife. Did ever you see such a thing in your life as 3 blind mice? 3 blind mice. 3 blind mice. With a carving knife. Did ever you see such a thing in your life as 3 blind mice?